A very unique class that can only be referred to as the bee's knees will be taught this weekend in Shipley for free to those who are interested. News Routine's Ethan Lowe live in Shipley this morning telling us more about this sweet opportunity. Good morning, Ethan.
Good morning, Chris, and that's right. This event on Saturday is best described as being the bee's knees. That's the perfect way to describe it. And if you yourself are interested in learning a little bit more about the basics of beekeeping, this is the place to be this Saturday at 9 a.m. at Walk in the Woods Apiary here in Shipley. Completely free class. There will be some stuff you will maybe need to bring on your own, but for the most part, it's a great opportunity to, again, learn about the basics of beekeeping. I'm going to bring in Matthew Walker one last time. So, Matthew, again, for people who may have missed this earlier in the show, what will they have the opportunity to learn this Saturday?
Yeah, it's going to be a Beekeeping 101 class, so we're just going to teach basic techniques like how to open a hive, how to light your smoker, how to take all the different parts of the hive apart and examine what's on and in the hive.
So Beekeeping 101, like you just touched on now, some of the supplies you'll have provided, or at least some of the things people should also bring on their own, correct, if they have them?
Yeah, we'll provide gloves, veils, bee suits. I have a few spare smokers and hive tools which we'll need to open and to calm the bees down. And but if we only have a few, so if you have a few spare of anything of those I just mentioned, please bring them for sure.
Now, we touched on this a little bit earlier, but what was kind of the biggest reason why you kind of wanted to go ahead and teach a class like this and open it for free to the public?
Yeah, so I've been teaching people over the years beekeeping, but we got so large this year, we got up to 2,000 hives, and I just got stretched really thin. I still want to teach people about beekeeping because I think it's very important, and there seems to be a large demand for people to learn beekeeping and to get into that kind of hobby. So I'm going to have to find a compromise between me running the business and teaching people, and that's probably going to involve me doing these large group courses, and that's kind of me trying to find a happy medium there.
Right. So this is kind of like the first class, the guinea pig class, yeah, I guess you can call it, and you're kind of hoping this expands right into something bigger if you get good turnout for Saturday, correct?
Yeah, exactly. We're going to continue to offer beginner courses, I hope, and as well as eventually work in some intermediate and advanced courses.
Now, again, we didn't mention this earlier, but it's important to touch on. This class is tailored specifically to a certain group of people, right? You don't really want as many kids here probably being this close to bees, right?
Yeah, we don't have any kid-sized bee suits. You can bring your kids if that's something you really want to do, but it's definitely oriented more for adults, and it's probably going to be safer to have adults as well than a bunch of kids running around, because we may have 25 hives open at the same time depending on how many people are going to be around, and that's a lot of bees. So your choice.
Yeah. Again, like you've been touching on this whole time, it is a completely free class. Obviously, like you said, bring some of your own gear, gloves, that sort of thing, if you had them, but there will be some things like veils and suits provided if need be. And again, the event starts at 9 a.m., goes until about 11 a.m. here at Walk in the Woods Apiary in Shipley. Chris?